Good morning. How are y'all? Driving, of course. Turn off the radio, it's sort of loud. I've already been pulled over for speeding, but I got a warning. Thank goodness. I mean, I got a ticket like 2 weeks ago. I don't know what happens to me. I think it's because I don't smoke now. I just drive fast. I don't seem to have a good control over my actions. Why does my face always look so red in the freaking car? Hi, Ellen and Elizabeth. Good morning, Carmen. Last night we went to see Santa leaving Walmart. Dinah. I've got it on cruise control now. I'm going 76 in a 70. Good morning, Martha. Michelle. Oh, y'all are also up and perky this morning. What time is it? It's early 9 o'clock. I could hardly get out of bed this morning. Hey, Christy. I was like thinking, I just want to wallow. I use control. I've never used cruise control. So now I will too. I just like to get places. Anyway. Last night we went to see Santa in Windsor, and that was really fun. If you live in Eastern North Carolina, Hoggard Family Christmas Lights. I think they lost a child, and so they started doing this every year, and it's free and has 500,000 lights, and you can give a donation if you want to, and drive through and roll the windows down and listen to Christmas music. But it's like one of those things you have to do at Christmas. And where we live, there are a lot of really cool Christmassy things. I know I'm using cruise control. I think next weekend, or maybe it's the next one, we have a live nativity. And it's not just a live nativity, it's like the live Christmas story from Jesus's, I don't know what it is. I've been once, but it's been a long time ago. And I didn't have children, so I probably had a lot of wine before I left. But then in Gates County, or this town called Ure, E-U-R-E, there are trains. And they lost a daughter to cancer. And they set up, and you can go, and the donations go to some fundraiser for them. And they have a huge room of Barbies, and then an upstairs and a downstairs loaded with trains and old-timey fashion toys. Amos loves it. It's really fun. So we're going to do that. But I guess we'll do it next week. Now, next week on Thursday night, I'm in Roanoke Rapids doing a fundraiser. That's my Christmas gift to the community. Good morning from Tennessee. Oh, I used to have a boyfriend in Knoxville at UT. And Monday, I'm going to be in Raleigh at St. Mary's speaking to 2 English classes who are doing a series on blogging. And one of the young women actually is from my neck of the woods. They did a poster of why my blog is a good blog. Of course, I have to go and talk to the class then. So that's Monday. Thursday's Roanoke Rapids. Next Saturday is our supporter Christmas party. I don't know, I keep getting all these random calls from New York. I'm headed to Rocky Mount. My mother's 70th birthday is tomorrow. So she's going to meet me at the car dealership because my car door will hardly close. And my third seat in the back won't go up. So we're going to dump my car off there, and I'm going to hopefully get things fixed. And then we're going to Raleigh, and we're going to go to Belk at Crabtree, and we're going to go to lunch. That's what she wanted to do for her birthday. And then tonight, we're going to go to, what are we going to do tonight? Oh, tonight we're going to go to Bienvenue, the country club, and we're going to have dinner, and she'll get to see people. She does not want to party. Her real birthday is tomorrow, and we're going to be in Eatonton for dinner with the children. Though I did get a babysitter for Amos, just in case, because it's kind of a loose cannon, and I hate to mess up I need to get some Botox. A 70th birthday party. Yeah, I think it'll be fun. I'm so sleepy. What's this weekend? Have you heard about the Duffy character on YouTube? No? Well, we have the Christmas parade on Saturday. Oh, and then this, I've got to do a post about this. Saturday night, I'm bartending for the Booster Club, which is at the high school, and it's to raise money. And then we have celebrity bartenders, which I don't think any of us are celebrities, but anyway, we're competitive. And hold on, I'm like melting. We're going to try to see who can raise the most money for the Booster Club. Might have to give money just for myself. You need to stop off and get a cup of coffee. I have coffee. Probably why my children got tardy slips in school. No, I mean, I was upstairs and little Thomas came up and was like, it's 7:40. I was sitting there talking to Thomas. You know, you just have those days you're like, I can't get it together. I'm going to tag you. Okay. Did you get a ticket? Hope not. No, I didn't get a ticket. I got a warning. Yes. Oh, it's snowing? Christy, where do you live? I'm so jealous. It looks like it could snow, but it's 40. That's all we talked about in carpool this morning. Snow and Santa. And the real Santa. And Santa's helpers. I mean, the Santa lies just get more and more complicated. So last night, we go to see Santa. We go on a horse and carriage ride. Then we go see Santa. And Santa was black, which was like really nice. Because who the hell? Santa's no color, right? Snowing in Richmond. Oh, just live in Charlottesville. I love Charlottesville. So anyway, my children didn't pay one bit of attention, didn't say anything. I mean, Amos doesn't like Santa anyway, but he stood in front and did a picture. But there were some people there, you could tell they were a little bit miffed about that. And that really annoys me. And I'm really trying to think about how to write about it. And I think my title is Santa is no color. I mean, Santa is kindness and thoughtfulness. And this Santa happens to be an attorney that lives over in Windsor that is a friend of my husband's. So anyway, I don't know. That bugs me that bugs people, because I want my kids to, so this morning, Blair and I were talking about it, because she had said, you know, so-and-so said that Santa, you know, something that was not terribly nice. And I said, you know, think of all your friends that have never seen a Santa that looks like them. Like, I'm so glad that there's Santas out there that do. Because nobody knows. I mean, Santa really is no real color, or he shouldn't be. But she did point out he did have a white beard. Please write about that. Ridiculous. Yes. But you know what I'm struggling with, Melissa? Is so the person that I would never say this like on a public live video, but a couple of the people that it bothered are friends of mine. You know, and that's tricky. And I spoke up and was very strong in my wordings of that I thought that was the most ridiculous, asinine thing I'd ever heard. But it bothered me that it bothered my daughter. You know, she was really like, you know, people didn't seem to like that Santa because he was black. And I was like, well, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Sometimes grown-ups are idiots. So anyway, yes, but people just get defensive, and it was fine. I mean, I said what I was going to say, but it really gave me time to think about the fact that I appreciated it, even though it wasn't even on my radar of ever thinking like, oh, we should go see a diverse Santa. But yeah, just because I'm not diverse doesn't mean that I don't want my kids to know that. And you know, my grandparents were prejudiced. I would say that they were, and I remember as a teenager that bothered me. Now my parents aren't, though. I don't think my parents. They probably are. It feels like every generation gets better. Now with me, anyway, I want my kids to be different. Like, if they love somebody and the person is nice and smart, like, it's more about the person to me than the color. Now, I'm not saying I wouldn't notice or pretend like, oh, they're black, I didn't notice. But it's not a deal breaker for me. So anyway, and I want my kids to really not even notice. So a Hispanic child that bothered me. Do we outgrow our friends? I don't know. I think none of us are perfect, and we all come with a tremendous amount of baggage from our own upbringings. I mean, a lot. But it doesn't mean we can't think and wonder. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm glad that it bothered Blair, because it didn't bother Russell. He was like, oh, well, that's a good point. And I was like, no, it's not a good point. Because I want them to see I'm prejudiced against ignorant people. The trouble is, usually ignorant people, or people that feel real strongly about something dumb like that, then they just get defensive. And you don't want to turn people off, right? You want them to think and listen. So I think now that Blair and I had that conversation this morning, I'm going to go back and have another conversation about that part of it and how that really upset her. And because something else had happened about a year ago, and she said, well, I guess they weren't teasing when they said that, because now they've said this. Anyway, I'm probably saying too much. Don't repeat any of that. But anyway, it's important. Yeah, and we're all learning and talking. And clearly, I'm no angel, saint, perfect. I mean, I've screwed up too. So we all have room to grow. We all have room to grow. And if we think we don't, then we're in trouble. So that was a good experience, a good learning experience. And what else? So Saturday, Black Jesus. Now, I was thinking about Jesus, but I was thinking, Kathy, that's a little bit different. Jesus would have been, right? If Jesus would have been, he certainly wouldn't have blonde hair, right, from where he was from, because Jesus is from an area, so he should have, but he would have been more dark-skinned from that area, right? I think. But I mean, Santa is like the Easter Bunny. I mean, how in the hell does Santa have a color? Now, the Christmas party, let's get back to the Christmas party, is a week from Saturday in Rocky Mount from 2 to 5 at Koi Pond Brewery. Though I have not yet called Koi Pond Brewery. So I'm going to do that today to make sure. Yes, Arabic looking. That's right. I mean, so that's a pretty more definitive thing. Like, if you're from that area, you probably would look like that. It's just a thought. So I'm going to see Black Klansman. Oh, based on a true story. Well, that's interesting. I gotta look at that. Might be about talked out. I can't have all these hard conversations in the morning at like 7. No wonder we were late for school. I don't even want to talk about. I mean, I woke up to Blair and Russell fighting over who was the smartest and like being mean as hell to each other. You're not even an AIG. You're not smart. I mean, these people are crazy. Anyway, what did Cameron say? Cameron, but this year it won't happen. Maybe next year. Okay, Cameron, next year we'll be a little more organized and we'll plan it ahead. But we'll do a live video there. Angela's coming from Raleigh, and anybody want to carpool, that's a good idea. Y'all could like meet at that Target in Nightdale or something, because that's right on the way. Just a thought. I think you're all pretty safe. And let's see, my items, some of you'll want, have been shipped out. So when I get back home on Friday, I will work on that. So send me a message, an Adrienne message or a Tails message with your address and again what you want, just so I make sure I have it. And then I'm gonna figure out, have any of y'all ever done Facebook Pay? That's really easy for me. I've done it before, though I've never accepted payment, but I pay on Facebook. The date at Koi Pond, it's a week from Saturday. Is that the 15th or 14th? think it's the 15th, Laura, but check. And, oh, and so yesterday, sorry, my nose is real itchy. I spent about 2 hours, 15, thank you, Carmen, at the marketing place working on hats and shirts. So excited. So I'm going to do a few hats. I'm not doing a pig hat yet because I've decided, my friend Esther, you know, that has the Heritage Farms general store, she has such a good pig hat. I left her a message to see if I could alter her hat and put my logo over her pig. So that way I don't want to steal her business. Yes, I will have items to sell at the party, even though that'll be sort of a pain. But anyway, I will. Maybe I need to bring somebody to help me. Help me what? Help me ring things up. I have to think about that. And I hope, so I've gotten these hats that are going to be made, and I'm just telling y'all because y'all are my favorites. There's going to be, I'm still not sure about the oyster hat. Not many people were crazy about the oyster hat, so I need to decide if we don't want to do that one. A blue crab. I hope some of these altered pig hats. A North Carolina outline of the state, and then, oh, cotton. You need a helper. I think I do need a helper. But the trouble is, I've asked my helper, cash, check. Either one is fine. Check is great. Cash, because then I don't have to come up with change. My helper that I want to hire as my assistant, she has to babysit for me that day. But maybe, you know, one of my supporters was looking for a job, Allie, that lives in Rocky Mount. Maybe Allie would come and do it. I didn't know it was an oyster. Oh, good. Okay, Carson likes the oyster. And then 2 shirts, 2 t-shirts. One has the outline of North Carolina, and then inside of it, it says Toad. And then the other shirt, now my mother was horrified with this. It kind of looks like the Country is Cornbread shirt, but it says piss and vinegar. Gina, are you coming to the party? Gina lives in Goldsboro. Piss and vinegar just sort of makes me laugh. And the word piss is kind of small. Love the North Carolina outlet hat. Yes, so I'm excited. And it's really fun to use this local company. They're from Mary Hill. And they spent 2 hours with me, picked out hat colors, and then he's going to do all these samples. I will try. Oh, I hope you do, Gina. He's going to do, where can we find the deets about the party? I'll put something up, Sasha, but I haven't yet. But I will. I'll do it today. Melissa just said sign me up for the piss and vinegar shirt. But what I'll probably do, you should get a Square to do credit cards. Oh, okay. Maybe I'll try to get one of those today. I like piss and vinegar. So the piss and vinegar shirts, once we get them made, no, those will not be at the party. So my thought is that you can order them, and then I'll place an order with him when I have your orders. So I don't sit around with a bunch of shirts that aren't the right sizes. I don't need to have a merchandise area, you know? I mean, I do want to bring some stuff to the party, so I'll get a few things, but try to make my life a little bit easier and not be in the hole for money. Please have larger sizes. Yes, I mean, I wear an extra large t-shirt. I mean, does anybody not? Anyway. I don't like tight t-shirts. I would just like to point that out. So yes, I'll try to get some, and hopefully they'll be ready. They'll be ready in time for the party. Do y'all like short sleeve shirts or long sleeve shirts? Anybody have any thoughts? Anyway. Get the writing on the back and the pocket on the front. No, I'm doing no pocket. I do like a pocket, but I'm not doing a pocket on these. But I will do a pocket at some point. Short sleeve. Okay. Well, the piss and vinegar shirts, I mean, they have like a zillion colors. I was going to get them in this gray color just because I like it. But if you wait till they're all done, you can order them in 1,000 different colors. But I'm trying to figure that out. Carson loves the pocket. The trouble with the pocket for this shirt is it doesn't go. Now, I do think the pocket will go, and I will do a pocket once I get my logo right. But this shirt has my logo on the sleeve, and then piss and vinegar is written across the front of the chest. Oh, look, 3/4 sleeves. Y'all are really getting fancy. I wear a shirt on Saturday that reads, my second favorite F word is football. That's funny. Pockets and big boobs don't cooperate. Seriously. And this shirt I got, it's a little more expensive, but it's worth it because it's got a little stretch to it. You know, those old cotton shirts from like college, they just ain't cutting it. I need a little teeny weeny bit of stretch. Yes, I do. Don't y'all? So these are all exciting things. I need to get the square. I need to figure out how to get all this crap on my website. And that's that. So anyway, I'll be doing that. Maybe on Friday, I'll do that. So if you, but I tell you what you can do. If you want those t-shirts, if you don't care about seeing a picture, you can tell me what size you want in these comments, short or long sleeve. So the piss and vinegar, you have two choices. You can get this gray color or this kind of dark blue color. And then you have the North Carolina shirt, which is the outline of, it's the state of North Carolina in white, and then there's no paint or whatever where it says Toad. You might have to imagine that. But if you tell me, you'll probably be able to get it before Christmas. I need, is it XXL? Is that extra large, Sasha? Okay. To cover T and A. You're funny. So anyway, Kitty says busy. I know, but that was so fun to do that yesterday. It really was. You know, this is something we've been talking about for a while, and I'm like, anyway, I'm really excited. Long sleeve gray, not sure about the size, maybe large. I wear an extra large, and I don't know what your size is, but you see me online. I mean, I weigh 175, and the large fits, it's a little more fitted, but I like loose. But I think that's instant Apple Pay on your phone. People can pay you instantly. Oh. Now, what's the difference in XXL is 1X? Okay. Thank you, Sasha. Vimo. Y'all are really into all this stuff. Why do I need that square if there's instant Apple Pay? I appreciate all you people knowing all this stuff, since I don't. And you know, my friend Krista Rizzo, we are the same size, but I like a little snugger. Then yes, large is perfect for you. My friend Krista has stuff for sale on her website. And I guess I could ask her. I mean, I have friends that do sell stuff. Tall, wear with leggings. Oh, you need a tall shirt? Is that what you're saying? Or you're tall? You are tall, Gina. I just saw Gina last week. The blue crab hat. Oh, Nikki, I'm excited about that too. I haven't seen a blue crab hat. And the cotton and the oyster, they've been done, but mine's going to be a little bit different. And I always have loved cotton, and I do love an oyster. But the Apple Pay doesn't have fees. I'm going to have to pay somebody instead of a check. But yeah, the blue crab, I was like, this is kind of cool. Not everyone has Apple Pay. Oh, okay. Well, I'll get one of those. I'll go to the Apple store today and I'll get one of those thingjiggies. I'm going to try to get my people Christmas presents. This is Christmas shopping. Oof, though I don't think it's quite enough time. My boys, I'm going to get them some bikes. And I'm getting Blair a hoverboard that looks like space, square anyone can use. Okay, that's perfect. And then I'll do a couple payment things. I guess it doesn't matter. And then I'm going to do, oh, Russell wants a snowball launcher and a snowmobile. Okay, 1, we live in Edenton, North Carolina. 2, we live in Edenton, North Carolina. And 3, a snowmobile? Is he crazy? I mean, we don't live in Jackson Hole on a ranch. I mean, what if he actually got a snowmobile? How disappointing would that be? You would look at it and hope you could use it for like 5 minutes every year. I mean, my children are clearly deranged. Anyway, where are you headed? Angela says. I am headed to Rocky Mount for my mother's 70th birthday. I'm going to spend the whole day with her and going to dinner with my dad tonight, spend the night, spend tomorrow. Can't you order bikes and hoverboard online? Yes, I can, Rebecca. But my plan is to buy the bikes local downtown at our hardware store, because I think that's important. But I'm also going to look up here in Raleigh. And yes, I really try not to buy stuff online if I can help it. If I can support like a local store, I really do try to do that. I mean, I just think if we don't have local stores, like, we're all going to be sitting alone in our houses ordering something from some random people. You're going to need an assistant to take payments. Okay, Laura, I'm going to get one. Who can I get? Yesterday I called Snapfish because I wanted to change my order. You know, I ordered some stuff that I was telling y'all about. And they were like, you can't change your order. You can't this. I mean, I was like, almost said, are you a robot? It's so hard to like even, it's like the people don't have parts. Anyway. Okay, I've got to get my assistant to help me. Who can I get? Ooh, you know what? I wonder if I know who I'll get. I'll get my babysitter that goes to NC State. I bet she would come that day. I could pay her. That's a good idea, isn't it? Okay, I'm going to do that. If my mother were around, I could get her to do it for free. Though she probably wouldn't be that good at it. Anyway, I have to call her and tell her that I'm getting close. So y'all have fun. Maybe we'll check in later. I'll do it for you if you can't find anyone. No, Melissa, you're coming to visit. I can find somebody. I know I can. And Lori, you know, my hairdresser, she's coming. She says. Gosh, funny as hell. Anyway, when do I have my hair appointment? Oh, it's not till the next week. Though it looks like it could be done now. If you can't get one, let your supporters take turns. No, I'm not making y'all do work. I'll get somebody to do it. I just hadn't thought about it. It's kind of like the only time I've ever done anything like that is when we've had a yard sale. And usually my children do it. Now, my older son, Thomas, could do it, but he doesn't know how. Y'all have a good day. Behave yourselves. Don't yawn. Have a French fry. Maybe I'll see you out and about today. Okay. Goodbye.